Artificial intelligence is advancing with legitimate cleverness now, moving far beyond just simple, incremental improvements. I've been deeply immersed in testing image generators like Midjourney, and I must admit, the visual outputs are absolutely wild and impressive. But here is the crucial point. In the pursuit of channel growth, stunning static images only ever represent half of the entire story. To genuinely build a loyal audience or convert your lengthy content into those short, high-impact viral clips, you require a completely different caliber of specialized artificial intelligence. This is precisely the entry point where dedicated video automation platforms, such as the one we're focused on today, step in to dramatically change the game. My goal today is to walk you through practical, actionable methods for successfully merging the creative vibe of image AI with powerful video production workflows. We are going to start making noticeably better content at an accelerated pace, so please ensure you stick with me for the entire journey. I promise you that the techniques we explore together are going to be incredibly fun to implement and see results from almost immediately. Let's establish a quick baseline first by looking at the current massive landscape of AI image generation software available right now. The names that everyone consistently recognizes in this space, like DALL-E and Midjourney, are experts at turning text into stunning visuals. For example, you can instantly command the AI to render an image of your own pet reimagined as a famous movie-style assassin character. Or perhaps you desire something more artistic, like requesting a depiction of a lone, traditional warrior painted precisely in the style of Van Gogh's recognizable brushwork. Even the most ridiculously complex and imaginative concepts, such as an octopus wearing a formal top hat while dancing near the planet Saturn, are now entirely achievable outputs. The main point to internalize here is just how incredibly accessible these powerful creation tools have become for the average user. You are no longer required to possess specialized artistic talent or years of training to start producing genuinely gorgeous imagery for your video needs. But let's be clear, static images, no matter how stunning, fundamentally cannot create or sustain a successful video channel on their own. A significant number of creators get completely stuck at this exact hurdle, asking the frustrating question, this image is cool, but now what is the actual next move? That feeling of being stuck is precisely where dedicated video AI solutions, such as the one we are exploring, become absolute game changers for your output. These video tools are not designed to generate entirely new visual stills from your text inputs. Instead, their true power lies in processing the many hours of existing footage you have already shot and recorded in your archives. They transform that long-form content into genuinely scroll-stopping, engaging short clips ready for immediate posting across all platforms. These platforms manage the entire publishing pipeline for you intelligently, meaning you don't have to babysit every single post from start to finish. The best systems effectively solve three major recurring needs for modern content creators in one integrated package. First, the system automatically identifies those high-potential, truly viral moments buried deep within your long recordings. Second, it intelligently auto-schedules those newly clipped highlights across all your various social media accounts for maximum reach. And third, it provides you with a singular, comprehensive content calendar to oversee and manage every single piece of published material efficiently. Rest assured, I'm absolutely not going to simply list out features here like I'm reading a dry, feature-heavy product brochure. Instead, I plan to demonstrate real, practical ways you can strategically combine those inspiring AI images with the video tool's powerful workflow. By layering in just a few smart editing tricks, your resulting videos will look completely polished, and your overall channel growth trajectory will improve significantly. So let's move directly into my absolute top ways to combine the power of AI imagery with the efficiency of video automation, starting now. Strategy number one involves using AI images for pure inspiration and concept art, which is obvious, but please stick with me for the crucial follow-up step. If you find yourself completely stuck on the core visuals for a brand new video idea, image AIs serve as the fastest mood board development tool ever invented. You can literally tell Midjourney to generate an ethereal space adventure, and you will receive a dozen moody, usable reference frames in mere seconds. This immediate generation process is incredibly helpful for quickly locking down the precise color palettes, desired camera moods, and the overall thematic vibe of your segment. But then comes the essential follow-up question. What is the most efficient way to find footage that actually complements this new, strong visual direction? Instead of manually scrubbing through every single second of your recorded long-form material to locate those perfect matching moments, you simply feed the entire file into the video AI. The platform will automatically scan everything and find candidate clips that perfectly align with the energetic peaks and significant emotional beats of your narration. This gives you a powerful combination. A clear, AI-inspired visual direction paired with a batch of ready-to-edit clips that inherently fit that established mood. In this first scenario, you have two specialized tools working in perfect harmony, each executing the task they perform best. Moving on to technique 2, we're going to composite those custom AI images directly into your on-set shots to instantly make your environment look much cooler. Have you ever filmed a great interview only to notice that distracting cheap poster hanging prominently on the wall directly behind your subject? Or perhaps you realize in post-production that the artwork in the background unintentionally violates some obscure copyright that you simply cannot use. Instead of rescheduling the entire production to reshoot the scene perfectly, you can generate a brand new painting-style image with Midjourney and drop it into your editing timeline. If you need to find the absolute perfect frame where that newly inserted artwork looks most natural with the existing lighting, the video AI can help locate it. Vizard will pull several candidate clips where the framing of your talent and the scene's overall lighting already work well together, saving you massive time. This optimization process completely eliminates the tedious back-and-forth struggle when your main goal is simply to make the scene look intentionally designed. Here is a professional tip. Generate detailed, black and white, tattoo-style art pieces that you can then digitally track onto your talent as in-frame graphics later. Your editor can either track this element manually in advanced software or simply swap the source file later because the video AI's clean exports make that handoff absolutely trivial. Strategy 3 focuses on turning those static, slightly uncanny AI images into visually dynamic and cinematic footage within just a few minutes. Image generators inherently tend to produce images that feel a bit painterly and sometimes uncanny when viewed directly. The secret is that you can make them feel genuinely cinematic very quickly by adding a few key production elements around them. Drop the generated AI image into your primary editing software and add subtle parallax movements, layered visual elements like snow, realistic film grain, and a fitting ambient musical score. With those enhancements, that one still image is instantly transformed into what looks like a professionally shot establishing shot for your scene. This is where the dedicated video AI platform provides immense value. It saves you from hunting for the exact right moment to deploy this visual. Vizard will automatically surface the best possible cutaway shots, relevant B-roll, or reaction moments that perfectly sync with your new AI visual introduction. So you create a completely fake set or environment using the AI art, and then seamlessly stitch it together with real footage into a believable, flowing scene without endless searching. My fourth technique is a truly fun hybrid method designed to create entirely new, surreal shot sequences using your real footage as a base. The first step is capturing a real frame from your video, such as a top-down drone perspective or a wide shot of a stadium full of people. Next, you must export the main subject from that shot as a transparent PNG file, isolating it completely from its original background. Upload that isolated subject into an image generator that has the capability to in-paint or intelligently fill in the surrounding new environment. You then provide a prompt like soccer match taking place on the desolate surface of Mars, and the AI will grow that wild new environment around your existing subject. Once you download that result, repeat the process with slightly different scales to generate multiple frames that can represent a zoom effect in space. You can then sequence these generated frames to create one epic cinematic zoom from space directly into your original real-world video clip. While this specific technique sounds somewhat niche, surreal contexts combined with dramatic camera motion are actual viral content gold right now. The video AI makes this whole complicated process far less tedious by expertly extracting the best starting frames for you beforehand. It then assists by batching all the subsequent generated frames, allowing you to assemble that impressive zoom sequence very quickly afterwards. Now we get to the final, most powerful method, which I sincerely believe is the real secret sauce for scaling your output effectively. So far, our focus has been on visuals and creative compositing, but this is where the dedicated video platform truly proves its worth beyond simple editing. The key differentiator is that this tool doesn't just create clips, it actively finds the specific clips that are statistically most likely to perform extremely well for your specific audience. When you upload a very long stream or a complete recorded live stream archive, the AI immediately highlights all the key engaging moments for you. It pinpoints those crucial moments featuring high energy bursts, genuinely funny spontaneous reactions, and any highly quotable, memorable statements made during the session. Following the intelligent analysis, the system then renders these specific segments into perfectly formatted, ready-to-post clips optimized for TikTok, Shorts, or Reels, whatever you need. But crucially, the automation does not stop once those platform-ready files have been successfully generated and saved. You simply instruct the platform on your desired posting cadence, and it automatically schedules every single short across all your connected social media accounts. Do you prefer a very consistent, slow drip of content? Perhaps just one new clip published every 3 days? Consider that immediately done for you. Alternatively, if you prefer to dump 4 powerful clips out on a major release day to maximize initial impact, that execution is also perfectly doable by design. The centralized content calendar ensures everything is managed in one place, allowing you to tweak captions, change thumbnails, or shift those posting times without juggling 12 different platform logins. Let's take a quick moment to compare these options because I know many of you are actively thinking about the alternatives available right now. AI image tools are fantastic for visuals, but they offer zero assistance when it comes to essential clip selection, automated scheduling, or managing cross-platform publishing details. Traditional human editors and managers can certainly handle the manual cutting and the subsequent scheduling, but that entire process is inherently slow and often becomes very expensive for consistent creators. Other auto-editing services certainly exist in the marketplace, but many are either overly rigid, only cutting based on simple, inflexible rules, or too pricey for the limited customization they permit. This dedicated video platform, in contrast, feels like a tool intentionally engineered for measurable growth in your channel's reach and engagement. It finds the potentially viral bits for you, outputs perfectly formatted files for every platform, and actively schedules the posts, all without forcing you into a single, mandatory workflow. The final result is that the price-to-effort trade-off becomes absolutely terrific, particularly for creators who have a wealth of long-form content but want to massively scale their short-form distribution efficiently. To make this immediately useful, here are 3 practical, actionable workflows that you can steal and implement into your process starting today. First, you can convert an entire lengthy podcast episode into roughly 10 highly consumable short-form clips with minimal effort on your part. Run the episode through the video AI, quickly review the dozen highlights it suggests, tweak any necessary captions, and then release the scheduling control to the system. Simultaneously, leverage Midjourney to create custom, thematic thumbnails that perfectly match the unique visual vibe you established for each individual clip's content. The second workflow allows you to professionally fix an entire problematic shoot without the crippling expense or time of having to reshoot any material whatsoever. Generate your own unique, copyright-safe background art, composited onto the floored wall in just a few necessary clips, and let the video AI surface which takes have the best lighting conditions. This approach expertly shields you from the massive headache of re-editing the entire master timeline just to make one small background detail look intentional. The final workflow is leveraging raw livestream archives to build an explosive, high-impact viral montage that looks incredibly high budget. Feed that massive raw livestream file into the AI, allow it to automatically propose all the most energetic and engaging moments, and then use custom AI imagery for your transitions. These AI-generated interstitials are key to making the whole montage feel intentional, cohesive, and far more expensive than it actually was. Let's cover a couple of real-world technical gotchas and some simple, quick hacks that can significantly improve your results right away. Be aware that image AIs sometimes inevitably produce noticeable painterly or slightly stylized artifacts within the final product. Don't exhaust yourself by trying too hard to force absolute photorealism. Instead, embrace the unique artistic style the AI naturally provides. You can easily sell that style by effectively using subtle camera movements, rich cinematic sound design, and appropriate film grain overlays to enhance the effect. Also, if you have any ongoing concerns about intellectual property rights, such as incorporating a famous painting into a set piece, always generate your own art as a completely safe fallback option. Lastly, and this is vital for maximizing your personal time, let the video automation platform handle the heavy lifting when it comes to the tedious process of finding the best clips. Your personal job description then shifts from tedious data digging to the far more valuable task of final curation and high-level polishing. Look, I completely understand that the fear narrative suggesting AI will replace all human artists is a very real and prevalent concern right now. However, I honestly view this technological evolution much closer to the revolution that occurred when consumer cameras first became widely accessible to the public. Professional painters did not simply vanish when photography became a reality. They cleverly adapted their focus and evolved their craft. Photography itself introduced an entirely new, powerful, and democratized way for everyone to see, capture, and interpret the visual world. The exact same fundamental concept is repeating itself right here in our current content creation environment. Tools like Midjourney allow you to explore the most complex visual themes and abstract concepts much faster than you ever could before. And the video platform ensures you are able to extract significantly more publishable content out of every single recording hour you invest into your long-form work. These technologies are not here to replace the creator. They are here to empower you to experiment wildly, iterate incredibly fast, and publish with a level of consistency that was previously unattainable. If you are ready to implement this combined workflow right now, I encourage you to start with the simplest, most basic entry point to gain confidence quickly. Generate just a few compelling concept images for your next planned video topic to set the stage. Next, upload one raw, full-length video file into the video platform and let it automatically identify a solid set of 8 to 12 high-potential candidate clips for you. Schedule those clips strategically to deploy over the next 4 weeks to maintain a steady presence on your main social feeds. After the first month, observe which of those pieces of content perform best, then adjust the accompanying thumbnails or captions based on that valuable real-world data. You will be genuinely surprised by the sheer volume of high-quality content you can publish consistently using the exact same amount of initial source footage. All right, that concludes all the heavy theory and practical demonstrations we needed to cover for this session today. It is now time to step away from the analysis and actively go create something genuinely weird and wonderfully unique with these new capabilities. Use your favorite image AIs to dream up the most ambitious and visually striking concepts you can possibly imagine for your next piece of content. Then hand off the entire relentless grind of turning long-form videos into scheduled viral clips to the dedicated video automation platform. If you achieve something truly cool by combining these two powerful AI systems, please send a link my way because I genuinely want to see the finished product. I am specifically looking forward to seeing that surreal soccer match edited on the moon and any wild montage you create featuring that John Wick dog concept. Finally, I can't wait to review that epic top-down drone zoom sequence you practiced earlier that started all the way from outer space. Thank you for tuning in for this deep dive. Now go forth and have a fantastic, highly productive time creating truly wonderful content.